Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into another episode of the Undefeated Sports Talk Show. I'm Tyler Hurst, your host. Alongside me is Mario Clark off to my left and Jarvis off to my right.
How y'all doing?
Guys, it's been a wonderful weekend. Not much football played.
Not much.
College football was kind of boring this weekend. Obviously, we just had that Army-Navy game. That was actually interesting. They played at Blizzard Snow.
Yeah.
we were watching it. We just watched it at the end, but then you also had the boxing fights. That was kind of disappointing. Near the end, the guy ended up quitting pretty much in my eyes with Lomachenko. But what we got to talk about today, guys, is the bowl games coming up.
Oh man!
And it all starts Saturday, December 16th at noon. The first game, Grambling State at North Carolina A&T. First thing I want to say, everybody who's watching, give us a shout out. The more subscribers, the better. The better scenery you have when you're looking at us and when you're hearing us talk. Better microphones, you hear us better. And also, when we're giving these predictions, let us know what you think. If you even grab a piece of paper, you fill out sheets, take a picture of it, send it as a comment. We want to know what you're thinking, because then we can also give our reactions to what you're thinking.
Absolutely.
So that's just better for us.
Yep, it is.
So let's get started with this first one. The AFR Celebration Bowl, Grambling State versus North Carolina A&T.
I know that one's going to be really intense because I'm pretty sure everybody out there has been paying close attention to Grambling State and North Carolina A&T, so it's going to be a pretty intense game. Pretty intense game.
All right.
Who you got?
Well, both of these teams are very good. They're both 11-1. But when I look at talent, I got to look at raw talent and who's been there more. So I'm going to go ahead and circle North Carolina A&T. I'm going to go with them on this game, guys.
See, I'm actually going to go with Grambling State because Grambling State actually had a close bowl game last year with, I can't remember who they faced, but they had a really close bowl game with a pretty decent team last season. So I'm actually going to go with Grambling State.
I think I'm gonna go with Tyler on this one and say North Carolina A&T.
No.
I'm gonna make my selection right now.
All right, next game, guys. The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Troy versus North Texas. This game actually has the potential to be really good.
Yeah.
They're both right there, but Troy's obviously right there in Louisiana. Troy, talked about their defense. Very good. They're 10-2. While North Texas is 5-4. Troy has 64% chance to win this. Who you guys go with?
Troy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Troy only because they actually have a pretty outstanding win, and I've paid actually a little bit of attention to Troy this season. So I'm gonna go with Troy because they actually have a win over LSU at home, so that's a pretty tough win.
And that's really impressive, especially in the SEC. I mean, so I have to go with Troy.
I got to go with Troy, but don't be surprised at that North Texas quarterback who had 28 touchdowns this year surprises you, but I like Troy as well as that defense. All right, next game. Auto Nation Cure Bowl, Georgia State versus Western Kentucky.
I'm going Western Kentucky. They seem to always play tough defense.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with Western Kentucky. What about you? What are you thinking?
You go ahead.
I'm actually gonna go. This is a surprise. I'm actually gonna go with Georgia State over Western Kentucky only because I went to a Vanderbilt game a few months ago.
Yeah.
I went to a Vanderbilt game a few months ago, and Western Kentucky, they did not look good at all. They looked pretty sloppy out there. Vanderbilt's not a very good team in the SEC. At the time, Western Kentucky was 5-3, but they don't seem to stack up very well against good defenses. So I feel like I'm not for sure if Georgia State has a good defense, but I'm gonna go with them.
I was about to pull a Lee Course on this one. This is weaker team. But I gotta go Western Kentucky. Consistently bowl games, they have just consistently won bowl games. That's what they do. So Western Kentucky.
So far it looks like I'm just on the left side of the bracket.
Western Kentucky. That's what.
Next game. The Gilded New Mexico, or Las Vegas Bowl, excuse me, Boise State and Oregon. This one is probably the best one of the day.
Yeah, it is. Mario, what do you think, man?
Boise State or Oregon? Honestly, I'm gonna go with that's actually a tough one, but I'm actually gonna go with Oregon on this one because I know more about Oregon than I do Boise State just this season. Oregon has a pretty decent running back. Sophomore quarterback's actually pretty decent this year, or the junior quarterback's pretty decent. So I'm going to go with Oregon on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to go with Oregon as well. Boise State, yes, they're ranked, but who do they play when they're ranked?
Yeah.
And now they got to go up against an Oregon team and, Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
So I like Oregon.
Boise State, they play tough in bowl games. You have to remember that Oklahoma, game and all that. But this is not the same Boise State team. They do still have a pretty good offense, but I like that Oregon attack.
Oh.
I like Rolls Royce. I like Tony Brooks James.
Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah. So give me Oregon.
All right. And the next game, Gildan, New Mexico Bowl now. Colorado State versus Marshall. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and speak out first. I like what Colorado State did against Alabama. So right there just tells you I'm going Colorado State right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually going to agree with you. I like Colorado State over Marshall too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think that
I don't think the Thunder and Herd are coming out with this one.
No. The Thunder and Herd. I mean, no. It's going to be Colorado State. Like you said, they had that impressive game against Alabama earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they got some pretty good players in offense too of Colorado State. So I think they're going to be solid.
All right, so the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl.
That was a mouthful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I don't know where they came up with this bowl game, but they had to make one.
Yeah.
Slow teams, but Middle Tennessee and Arkansas State.
Oh
This
man,
actually has a chance to be a good one.
Yeah.
I've liked what I've seen from Middle Tennessee this year.
You like what you see? But Arkansas State, I'm going with Arkansas State. They really impressed me coming up to a hostile crowd in Lincoln first week.
Oh yeah.
That quarterback, their quarterback put up like 400 yards of passing against us.
And don't forget the running back for Arkansas State. Man,
Yeah, he's really, really good too. So, I'm going to Arkansas State.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm probably gonna go Arkansas State too. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me because Middle Tennessee is actually not a bad team either.
Yeah, they're
but
not bad.
I just haven't heard that much of them from them this year. So
Yeah, I gotta go Arkansas State as well. Just what I saw from Nebraska and what I see for this quarterback, 34 total touchdowns on the year.
Yeah.
Too much. And I'm looking right here because as I'm doing my phone as well to get stuff from these low-level teams, but the Middle Tennessee's quarterback only has 7 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah,
So
so
I
you
gotta
gotta be
go
able to.
Arkansas State. Yeah.
You gotta be able to pass the football, and Hansen had a great game against us, and I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, kind of easy decision. This one may be the easiest decision of them all, though. The Baca Raton Bowl, Florida Atlantic versus Akron.
I'm just gonna go right out. I'm going with Florida Atlantic. That's just me. But hopefully, because Akron doesn't seem very good at football at all.
You don't want to go LeBron?
No. I like Florida. Is it Florida Atlantic? Yeah,
You ain't gonna go against Lane Kiffin.
No, I'm not. And then, because Florida Atlantic, they have an outstanding running back in Patterson, so I'm going to go with Florida Atlantic.
Guys, to be honest, Florida Atlanta wins a big.
Yeah, and big.
Wins
Yeah,
big.
I mean, Florida Atlantic has an amazing offense right
easily.
now. I mean, they got it clicking. So
Easily. The Frisco Bowl, Louisiana Tech and SMU. Keep in mind, SMU Chad Morris just went to Arkansas, so they did not have their head coach for this game.
Keep in mind also Ben Hicks, their quarterback, threw for 32 touchdowns and 9 interceptions on the season. So compared to the 13 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So I'm gonna go with SMU on this one.
yeah,
but they're a good underdog team.
I agree. Did you say SMU?
Oh, I didn't get mine. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, give it to me right now.
SMU still wins this game. If you have a wide receiver that has over 1,000 receiving yards, that's a dangerous man. SMU.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't I tell him? I said, I said his name at the beginning of our podcast this season, and I'm sticking with SMU. They have a great offense.
Agreed. Right there in Dallas. the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. Wow.
Wow.
These bowl games are getting more ridiculous every year.
This is gonna be a hard one to choose out. I had a hard time choosing when I was here making my Saturday picks from off this show. Florida International playing Temple. It's just hard because you haven't heard anything from Temple this year being great. Florida International is for one of the first times in a bowl game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. I think Florida International takes this one. I think because of the quarterback situation. I think the quarterback situation is just a slightly better, and obviously all teams are built around quarterbacks. So I feel like coming into this one, Florida International has a better quarterback to me. So that's going to sway my decision, and I'm picking Florida International.
Yeah. So you said Florida International?
Yeah, they have the better quarterback to me. So I don't know. It's the first time in the bowl game, so you never know what can happen. So
I don't know. I'm gonna just choose Temple just because I need an upset.
That's no problem with that. I got Temple as well. Yes, they're 6-6 against the 8-4 Florida International, but Temple's defense I think is gonna thrive in this game.
They do have, you know what? At the beginning of the year, I believe they played pretty good defense. So
it's one of the more down years, but I still think they can pull it out against Florida International. UAB and Ohio playing the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl.
They're lucky they get to go to the Bahamas.
Plus they get to eat some Popeye chicken. Oh man.
UAB's finally in a bowl game and they're 8-4.
Well, hey, it's actually pretty good if you think about it because they just reopen their football program 2 years ago, and now they're back in the bowl game. Yeah. Pretty good turnaround, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to edge past Ohio. So I'm gonna go with the Bobcats in this one.
You got the Bobcats?
Yeah, I do.
With Frank Solich?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna pick the Ohio Bobcats. It's because Frank Solich is coaching, and they always seem to have a pretty good bowl showing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
not so fast on this one. We're going UAB. Spencer Brown, that running back, has over 1,200 rushing yards.
Means nothing.
He wins the game.
Means
UAB
nothing.
Upset.
Means nothing. He can have a bad game. He can sprain his ankle 5 minutes into the game.
You can say that about any team.
Yeah.
You say that.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Central Michigan and Wyoming.
That one seems like it's going to be.
I already got my answer. My answer's quick.
Wyoming.
Mine is quick actually too. Central Michigan, no, just kidding. Wyoming also.
Wyoming, Josh Allen. He's an NFL draft prospect, supposed to be top 5. Josh Allen.
Wow.
Quarterback. Birmingham Bowl, Texas Tech at USF. This game's going to be a shootout.
Oh man, you know what? I'm going to go with Charlie Strong and Quentin Flowers on this one.
Oh man, he said Charlie Strong.
Me as well. Charlie Strong, Quentin Flowers. Whoa. Too much for Texas Tech.
Not so fast.
Oh, come on now.
Not so fast, my friend.
Did you see what Charlie Strong?
Texas Tech.
Okay.
Beat Texas.
Oh.
Okay.
People that beat Carroll against them. That's how they won.
But I'm just going off of what Charlie Strong's defense or Charlie Strong's offense put up against UCF in the bowl in their.
UCF don't play no defense.
No, I know, but still, that's a lot. Neither does Texas Tech. It's gonna be a shootout. High
scoring game. But they played better defense in that Texas game, though. They did. They did.
Well, but I think
Texas doesn't have an offense though. But
okay, come on now.
A lot of salt's being thrown.
But I feel that it's going to be a close one. But I say I'm picking Texas Tech.
You said Texas Tech don't play no defense, or they do play defense better than USF. Texas Tech allows 434 yards. USF allows 342.
It's going to be a shootout.
100 yards less. 100 yards less gonna matter.
Oh man. You think it's gonna matter?
Yes, it's gonna matter.
Oh my god.
Charlie Strong's gonna pull it off.
Man, he said pull it off.
Lockheed, Martin Armed Forces Bowl, San Diego State, and Army.
This is going to be a battle of the backs, this game. Rashad Penny and Ahmad Bradshaw, both over 1,000 yards for the season.
Ahmad Bradshaw's a quarterback, too.
Woo!
He's everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I think obviously one person can't do it all against a whole team, and you obviously get tired eventually. So I'm actually going to go with San Diego State on this one.
Yeah.
I like San Diego State. I do. I'm just gonna just.
Yeah, San Diego State. They've been there. They have experience. They experienced coach most of all, and Rashad Penny.
Yeah, Rashad Penny has been outstanding all year, but I will say this: they gotta stop the run because Army. That's all they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's all they do. That's all they do.
That's all they do.
All right, the Dollar General Bowl, Appalachian State in Toledo. This one's kind of hard, guys.
The Dollar General.
But
once again, a back over 1,000 yards. So
yeah,
Gary Swanson,
a back and a wide receiver. Toledo.
Yeah, Toledo. Appalachian State.
Come on, Appalachian State.
Hey,
Appalachian State upset Michigan. What was it?
That was
1998.
It was something like, I think it was like 2000. I don't know. I mean, it was.
It's
like
too long ago to matter.
Yeah, it was like 2000.
Matter.
Early
Toledo
2000.
wins this one.
The Hawaii Bowl, Houston, Fresno State.
You know what? I'm going with the upset. Well, it's not really an upset, but I feel like it's an upset to me. I'm going with Fresno State wins this one barely by a field goal.
You said. Nope.
Houston, still rocking.
According
in
to
that defensive player of the
according
year.
to the analyst, Houston has a 49% chance of winning. So I mean,
Who was that? The defensive player of the year? Ed
Oliver.
Ed Oliver. Yeah.
hey,
He's gonna be all over.
One man can't be everywhere.
He's gonna be all over Fresno State. So I say Houston.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl, West Virginia, Utah.
This is gonna be a good game.
Remember, West Virginia without Will Grier.
Utah.
I was about to say, broken finger. Will Guy's not playing. You better pick Utah.
I like the quick answer because I got Utah. I like Kyle Whittingham. We said that when we were talking about the coaching carousel, and that Utah run game is very good.
Yeah.
We got the Quick Lane Bowl, Duke, Northern Illinois.
Go ahead and make your.
This is a hard game.
This game's actually pretty even. This game looks very even.
Yeah, it does. This is going to be really, 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 really tough. But I have to go with Northern Illinois because they are, I think they were ranked, or they're still ranked, in the top 25 in defense. I mean, so that has got to account for something. And they played Nebraska really tough at home. They beat them. And Duke, they've been kind of dropping games lately. I say Northern Illinois, but it's going to be a very close game.
That's the thing. You hit it on the head. They were comparing Nebraska to Duke.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois beat Nebraska at Nebraska.
Yes.
Gotta go Northern Illinois.
Gotta go Northern Illinois,
Yeah, I was about to say, these guys are almost down to the same team down to the T, so it's going to be a very close game, but I'm also going to go with Northern
I like
Illinois.
Northern Illinois because that pass rush. They have a wicked pass rush.
Yeah.
Just ask
You can't you can't doubt their corners either.
Just that, yeah, and Shawan Lowry is amazing. So,
the Cactus Bowl, Kansas State, UCLA.
you know
I
what?
like Josh Rosen in this one.
I'm
I'm sorry. I think I'm calling the upset with this one. I like Josh Rosen. I like what the West Coast offense has to offer in this game, and I don't think Kansas State's really been all that good this year to me. Just me personally. I'm going to go with UCLA on this one.
You know, I have a hard time choosing this game because I like Josh Rosen, but then Kansas State and Bill Schneider, they know how to find ways to win.
Well, remember last time Kansas State went to a bowl game with Kellen Moore. I don't know if you guys remember him. Or, I mean, my bad. Sorry, not Kellen Moore. Colin Klein. He got blown out by Oregon. So that's the last time they went to a bowl game, got blown out.
The difference of this game is which wide receiver is going to be better, Pringle or Lasley. I got Lasley winning this. UCLA. Josh Rosen's the top draft prospect.
That's why your decision?
Yep.
You got that? Okay.
Two for UCLA, so that helps you out a little bit.
Two for UCLA. They didn't play too bad.
Like LA.
Yeah, I do. The K-State they play tough.
Yeah, they play tough, but get blown out in bowl games though, because they rarely make it.
Yeah, well, I'll go with UCLA.
Independence Bowl, Southern Miss, Florida State. I can make this real quick. Florida State, big.
Florida State big, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Florida State, even though Florida State's not playing like Florida State this year. Southern Miss, who are they? So
Blackman has stepped up.
Yeah.
And he has played really well these last 3 games.
I gotta make a comment. I misspoke. Ohio, UAB in Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio has lost the last 3 bowl games. I misspoke. So I'm still going with Ohio, but
they're breaking the curse against UAB because UAB closed their football program down and reopened it a couple of years ago. So,
but Ohio has been in close games. They've been in close games, close bowl games.
Okay.
And so, but I just had to say so. I just had to say that correction. See, we can be corrected. See, that's the thing, I mean, we can correct ourselves.
See, I mean, we make mistakes.
Yeah.
But see, everybody watching, I'm sure they understand.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is.
It's hard. We don't have researchers for us.
Yeah. There you go.
Research.
Thank you.
We do our research.
We do our research.
Florida State, Southern Miss.
Florida State.
All right.
There's no doubt about that one.
Yeah.
I have not misspoken on that.
No doubt. All right, the next game, the New Era Pinstripe Bowl, Iowa Boston College.
Oh man, Iowa. They played teams tough. They beat Ohio State. They beat Nebraska bad. They're just on a roll. I like them. I mean, I like them. I like the running game. I like their physicality on offense. So, and plus Noah Fant.
Yeah, he'll show up if you needed to.
Yeah, the guy that we should have got here on Nebraska, but we overlooked him. Anyway.
Yeah.
Scott Frost will.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, Scott Frost will
hopefully change it around.
Change that around because we need these in-state recruits. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got Iowa as well. I just think Boston College to me is a little overrated. And Iowa, they've played the tougher opponents, so they're going to come into this game ready to go.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. This is a hard game for me because both teams have pretty good wins under their belt. I guess I can't really say that because Boston College beat Florida State, but I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna go with my gut. I feel like Boston College is gonna pull this off. They don't play anyone, but they're gonna beat Iowa because Iowa also. I feel like they got one good one under their belt, and so that's not enough to persuade me. I think Boston College is gonna win this one.
Bold.
Is it Boston College? Okay.
Foster Farms Bowl, Purdue, and Arizona. Could get interesting.
Foster Farms, frozen chicken, chicken nuggets. I know, right?
It's food now.
I know it. So I say Purdue is good at stopping the run. Arizona, all they have really is that Khalil. That quarterback Khalil Tate, he's a fantastic runner, but Purdue is good at stopping the run.
Yeah.
They've shown that I saw them against Nebraska. They stopped the run. They've been stopping the run consistently all year, and so I think they can do that. So I say Purdue in this one. The Big Ten is to me, the Big Ten is the second best conference in the country. No, well, did I open up another can?
Yeah, you did. That's another day.
See, I'm actually going to go with Arizona on this one.
Oh man!
Only because their last game of the season, they just handed it to Washington State, who's one of the better teams in the Pac-12, and also Purdue. That's all I got to say. Purdue, they're in the Big Ten, the lower part of the Big Ten. They lost to Nebraska, so that's that, and they don't play anyone. They play the teams they do play. They get ran by. So I'm going to go with Arizona on this one because they almost double their points up per game also. Yeah. But I guess they do let up more points. But still, if you can outscore, all you got to do is just outscore your opponent to win a game. So I'm going to go with Arizona on this one.
It could be a close game. But I
just don't see Purdue doing it.
Yeah, I think.
You think Arizona? Huh?
I got Arizona.
Oh man!
I just think Khalil Tate. He's gonna find ways to get through that defense, and I think he's too much. He is. He's got Arizona where they are at 7-5.
Yeah. Okay.
Texas, Missouri, in the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bowl.
Missouri 86-0.
Wait. Missouri's offensive coordinator
Left.
So he's not.
UCF, right?
Yes.
So, no, I don't think it would make a difference. But
You guys know I have the flag right behind me. I'm going Texas. I just like our defense. Even without Holton Hill, even without Deshaun Elliott, I think our defense is going to be too good. And if we start Sam Eilinger, I think we can win this game. I get Missouri's offense is second ranked in the SEC, and the SEC's defense is lots there for the Big 12. But I think we have a good enough defense in Missouri. Without that offensive coordinator, Locke's going to have to make more of his own calls during the game. So I like Texas in this one. Plus, you're playing right there in Houston, Texas.
See, I think I'm actually going to go with Missouri only because Texas hasn't been to a bowl game in a while. They're, like you just said, they're without two of their best defensive players, and Missouri's in the SEC. So I'm probably going to take, usually, most cases, SEC over Big 12 any day of the week. So I'm actually going to go with Missouri on this one.
This is going to be a blowout, and it's going to be on the hands of Missouri. They're going to just come in.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Texas didn't lose too many pieces on defense.
But let's remember, we kept Todd Orlando. He didn't go to SMU, but let's remember Arkansas put up 45 on Missouri. Missouri's defense is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, but how many points did Missouri put up?
48.
See,
but his defense is better. Arkansas or Texas' defense. My defense is still better without Deshaun Hill.
Well, instead of like it being like 48, it'll probably be 34. I mean, Texas
by 7.
You said Texas by 7?
Texas by 7.
All right.
Right now they have no point spread.
I say Missouri by 20.
I
I'd say Missouri by 20.
They have Missouri by 3 right now.
Really? That's what they did?
Yep.
Ah.
All right, Texas by 7.
Okay. That's what Vegas says.
No. Vegas got Missouri. The Military Bowl, Virginia and Navy.
Huh.
I gotta go with my dude, Ken Niumatalolo. Gotta go.
Is that
something like that. And we go with Navy.
Oh my God. Whoo.
I don't know. I gotta go with Virginia on this one. Navy's lost in the last 5 games. They're 1-4.
Yeah, they are.
They lost to Army, Houston, Notre Dame, understandable. Won against SMU, and lost to Temple. So I'm definitely gonna go with Navy on this one. I know Navy has a good run game, but I don't know. It's not gonna be enough for Virginia.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I guess Virginia's the same way, but. Man,
you know, I mean, I'm going Virginia. They looked impressive against Miami, and I know it was just one game, but that was really impressive going into Miami and trying to slow them down. But they couldn't. I mean, at the end. But I'm just saying. But Virginia is not bad. And then if they could stop that run, I think Navy could be in a lot of trouble. I'm going Virginia. You going with Ken now?
Bad decisions, boys. The Camping World Bowl, Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be.
Could be a good one.
Yeah, it is. This is gonna be.
But Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mason. All you gotta do is Mason Rudolph, Justin Hill, James Washington, Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Oklahoma State.
That's all you got. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Can you say how about them Cowboys at Oklahoma State?
How about them Cowboys? No.
The SDCCU Holiday Bowl, Michigan State, Washington State. Guys, I'll surprise you real quick. Very first, I got the upset. Michigan State pulling this one off. I like their defense better than Washington State's. We all know Washington State's defense is not very good. Luke Falk has struggled this year. He's supposed to be better. Michigan State wins this game.
I actually agree with you too. I like LJ Scott this season, and to me, Pac-12 is not very good at defense, so I'm going with Michigan State.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Tell me what are you thinking about it?
I got Michigan State too,
Okay.
guys. Okay. I have to agree with you.
We need to start getting some mascot helmets in here.
They're gonna finish off their season strong, going in so that they can go into next year. Michigan State looks good on defense. They're coming back. Michigan State is back. And
somewhat back.
Yeah.
They're kind of back.
Kind of back.
This game's going to be really good.
Yeah,
the Valero Alamo Bowl, Stanford, TCU. TCU is favored in this game.
Boy, they're just coming off that loss. To Oklahoma. I'm going Stanford. I think Bryce Love is like saying I should have been the Heisman winner. So he's gonna come out and he's gonna have a big game. I got Stanford.
Actually, I agree with you. I just don't think. I think TCU's fallen off. Yeah. Honestly, I think TCU's fallen off, and they haven't been themselves lately. And then Stanford, like you said, a close game with UCS. USC, sorry. And then I just going with Stanford. I just feel like they're going to pull it off.
Come on, man.
Hey. Oh, man. So you
Stanford, Bryce Love. That was my Heisman vote.
Thank you.
I was like, you really think
that's a smart man right there.
Got you guys.
I was like, you really think Kenny Hill, who's been going downhill since week 6.
Kenny Hill going downhill. Belk Bowl, Texas A&M, Wake Forest.
I'm just gonna go with the upset. Wake Forest.
Oh man! So Texas A&M. Texas A&M all the way.
Oh please.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest is heavily favored in this one, but Texas A&M's SEC. Wake Forest, they've been tough, but they haven't been tough against the better teams.
Not so fast, my friend. When it comes to conferences.
No.
In bowl games, anything can happen, okay? Anything can happen. Bowl games is a fresh start for teams.
Wake Forest lost to Duke. So, and Duke's compared to Nebraska. We know how 4-8 looks, so.
Oh, man, okay. I'm going with Wake Forest, guys.
Okay.
You guys will be, you guys are going to be sorry. Watch this.
All right. Wake Forest wins that game. 2 large pizzas on you.
On me?
No, we actually have a bet. I'm going to announce at the end of this game what happens to the loser. I'll let you know.
Well, there's 2 losers, so unless we pick the exact same.
No, the one who gets dead last. And all
okay.
Okay.
I'll mention it at the end of the show. Hyundai Sunday. Oh, sorry, guys. Hyundai Sun Bowl, Arizona State, North Carolina State.
Ooh.
You know what? Oh, this is tough.
I know it is.
This one is a very tough game, but Arizona State wins this one. I like the upset. I just think Arizona State, you just had Herm Edwards come in. They're going to be playing for him. North Carolina State, they're just not as good as what I thought they would do this year. I got Arizona State.
Yeah. Same. I like Arizona State in this one as well.
Their football team's not as good as their basketball team.
No, their basketball team is on fire.
Yeah, but
Arizona State.
Agree.
Yep.
I'm going to be the oddball out, and I'm going to go with Arizona State too.
Oh!
I'm going to go with Arizona State too.
We all got tricks up our
sleeve. I just don't want to be the last loser.
I'm just picking whatever he picks.
Yeah, get 2 large pizzas.
No one wants to be the last pick. No one wants to buy somebody else a new car.
What?
Man, we're that rich.
That's what
happens
to the loser?
Nope.
That's what happens to the loser, huh?
I wish.
Loser has to donate their savings.
Yeah.
All right, the Music City Bowl, Kentucky Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Oh, I don't like that. Go ahead. You got Northwestern too? I want you guys to explain yourselves.
Tyler Thorson and Justin Jackson, they're playing well. And if it goes into overtime, they're going to win. Northwestern.
I just think, honestly, Kentucky's only good game this season was against Florida State, or was against Florida.
But however, the average teams at SEC, their average loss is 3 to 5 points. I like Kentucky in the SEC. They have really stepped it up. I like Bob Stoops' younger brother coaching that football team. I think Kentucky's defense does enough to stop Clayton Thorson. Northwestern's a good football team.
They're 5-0 in their last 5 games too. Also, they beat Michigan State.
But Kentucky.
There you go. I mean, yeah. See that.
Oh, but Kentucky has just as good as a run game as Northwestern. Whose defense are you taking? Kentucky's or Northwestern? I like Kentucky's because you're SEC.
Ooh. I'm taking Northwestern because they're Kentucky's lower scale of the SEC, and Northwestern beat arguably better teams than Kentucky has.
No, absolutely. Northwestern.
This is gonna be a close one.
It is.
It's going to be a close one, but I think.
Like I said, if it goes into overtime, I like Northwestern's chances.
Yeah, I would say overtime wins. Northwestern.
They went to like 3 straight overtimes, didn't they?
They went to two with Michigan State.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like Michigan State.
Oh
Nebraska,
yeah. I know what you mean.
Nebraska,
Yeah, they did.
I was at that game. Well, everybody was beating us, but
Nebraska's not really a good argument.
Yeah.
How about this one? The Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl, Utah State, New Mexico State. Guys, it was emotional for New Mexico State. Made it to a bowl game for the first time since, I believe, 1962.
Ooh, wow.
It's been a very, very long time. They were the team with the longest drought in college football. They finally made it to a bowl game, and now you run into Utah State. Who are you picking?
I'm obviously because of the history. I mean, I know there's a lot of emotion behind New Mexico State. They're going to play with their heart out, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah. Emotion doesn't matter with the Utah State team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Utah State. I mean, New Mexico State, they're just, like, they don't have any bowl experience, really.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so
they're freshmen to the bowl game.
It's cute. Yeah. It's a cute story, a Cinderella story.
It's a cute story.
Is it a cute?
Yeah, I like Utah State. They've been making it to bowl games here and there throughout the past decade. Yeah. Utah State wins this. We're going from that game to a very big game that night. Ohio State, USC in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Ohio State is heavily favored by 76%.
Wow. I'm just going to be the first to say it. Ohio State, obviously because it's my team, the better defense, the better offense, better special teams. They're all around a better team than USC. Ohio State's one of the best teams in the Big Ten. And USC, I know they won their championship game. They're respectably good in the Pac-12, but Pac-12's not good enough to me. So I'm going with Ohio State big.
This game is going to be closer than I think what people think. Sam Darnold, I think, is going to show up in this game after he had a good Pac-12 showing. JT Barrett, he's obviously a senior. He's going to be playing his heart out. It's going to come down to the running backs again. At Ohio State, you have two, but USC, I like Ronald Jones over both J.K. Dobbins and Michael. Ronald Jones, he's a complete monster.
You can't rely on the run game against Ohio State. Ohio State's proved it 2 times in a row, or Ohio State proved it time and time after again.
They're gonna have to prove it again.
Sorry, I can't talk right now.
Because now you are facing a faster, more dynamic running back than Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Taylor. Ronald Jones is faster, more ability.
I agree.
And he has power.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll see.
But I got Ohio State winning this one because of that defense is better than USC's.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Okay. I like Sam Darnold over J.T. Barrett. I think he's a better
thrower easily. Yeah.
I like, like you were saying, I like Ronald Jones over J.K. Dobbins and Weber. But I'm just going to say this. It's going to come down to defense. And I'm going to take Ohio State's defense.
Oh yeah,
anytime. And the way they manhandled the Wisconsin defensive front, the offensive front, and they stopped Jonathan Taylor, who's in my opinion is probably one of top 5 running backs in the league.
Yeah.
And they did a very good job of containing him. Ohio State.
And also what they did to Saquon Barkley at the time when he was one of the top 3 backs.
The only thing is USC. They split out Ronald Jones, and he can catch passes. Yeah. That's exactly what they did against my defense. That's what he's been doing all season.
Because he is a better
pass catcher.
Yeah, pass catcher out of the backfield.
So that's the only thing Ohio State's going to watch for, because Barkley really doesn't do it much, and either does Jonathan Taylor. Those guys are more just one backs. Yeah. So Ronald Jones will be a little different.
That was good analysis there, because that could really be
the game changer.
Tells you, I've been watching my football.
Yeah. So
no, we'll move on from that. Go on to December 30th now. Tax Slayer Bowl, Mississippi State, Louisville, and Nick Fitzgerald will be back. He will be back for this game.
See, I like Lamar Jackson, but he's just a one-man team. If you stop Lamar Jackson, you stop the team, and I believe Mississippi State's defense can do that.
Easily.
Yeah. So easily. I'm definitely going to go with Mississippi State in this one. because Lamar Jackson's a good player, but they haven't really faced an SEC type, Mississippi State's type defense. So the cowbells are going to be ringing in this bowl game somehow.
Yeah, half the stadium will be. They always bring their cowbells.
They do. My man, you said it best. Mississippi State. What I saw against Alabama was really impressive, and Fitzgerald was really impressive. So I say Mississippi State. They shut down. Lamar Jackson. They shut him down.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll just spy him all game long and force him to get out of the pocket and throw some crazy passes. So, I mean, I'm just.
I don't even have to talk. I already checked off all the points you guys already made. So we got Mississippi State winning this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, Lamar Jackson though, he is pretty impressive on the ground.
He is.
Over 1,000 yards rushing, over 3,000 yards passing.
I know it.
Man, he's a good dude.
But we've seen what he did against LSU last year in a bowl game. He got shut down.
Yep.
AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Iowa State, Memphis. Memphis is playing in their home stadium.
Home
They
court
don't even have to
advantage.
Mm. I like Memphis's offense. Their offense is incredible. I like Iowa State. But man, how are you gonna slow down Memphis? I mean, they put up what? How many points against UCF?
48 or
No, that's
UCF 55.
Woo!
But they average probably around 48.
Yeah, I did watch that game against UCF. Yeah, I did watch that game against UCF. They have some fantastic. Memphis has some fantastic receivers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be enough for with Iowa State.
I'm picking Iowa State only because Iowa State has impressive wins on the season to me. They can show up. Their freshman quarterback's actually better than most people think. So I feel like I know it's home field advantage, but I really think Iowa State's going to give Memphis a run for their money.
You said it, home field advantage. They're going to be comfortable playing in their home stadium, Memphis.
Yeah, and they have some fantastic receivers. Like I said.
All right. Well, the only reason this way is my decision. Iowa State went to Norman and got the W. So they are comfortable with going in your house and smacking you right in the face. So.
Okay. he said.
You made a hard stare, no smile, no nothing. He said, smack him in the mouth.
Smack him in the mouth. Oh my God.
PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, Penn State, Washington.
That's a new one.
Give me some chips and dip, huh?
Do they get PlayStations when they win the game or something?
Guys, I gotta go Penn State. Washington, they've had really disappointing losses this season. They're 2 losses. I like Penn State, Saquon Barkley.
Yep, I like Penn State. If you can't stop the run game, which I'm pretty sure the Pac-12 defense can't, because Bryce Love and freaking Royce Jones or whatever his name is clearly runs all over that Pac-12 defense. So is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Jake Browning is good, but Penn State, they're good. I mean, and their defense has been kind of invisible here in the last few games, but I will say Penn State, Trace McSorley, Saquon Barkley, and then you have Gesicki.
If you're playing against
too many weapons.
If you're playing against Trace, you got to keep up with the pace.
Did you write that down before you got here? He's like, I can't wait to use this joke tonight.
The Capital One Orange Bowl, Miami in Wisconsin. Talk about a defensive game.
Like 9-6.
Man, I'm talking about that. I'm going Wisconsin's kicker.
I like Wisconsin. They have better offensive weapons than Miami. Miami, a lot of people are choosing Miami just because Ohio, they have a similar style defense that Ohio State has. But I am going Wisconsin because of Jonathan Taylor. I like Hornibrook has not been bad. I mean, he's been. I know, man, but I mean. He hasn't been that bad, but I don't know. I got Wisconsin.
I agree.
I got Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Plus, Miami just can't find the offense.
Man, this is a hard one for me, honestly, because I got proven wrong. Once it seems like once Miami goes against teams with actual defense, they get shut down. So, Man, and then Hornibrook, he's not very good, so the turnover change is probably going to be shown a lot in this game.
He said not very good.
Man, this is hard, but I'm going to have to go with the Big Ten on this one. I'm going to have to go with Wisconsin.
Yeah.
By 10.
I got to go Wisconsin. Miami has not seen a running back like Jonathan Taylor yet.
No, they haven't.
So I'm going Wisconsin. The Outback Bowl, Michigan, South Carolina. This actually could be a really close game, but I like Michigan's defense over South Carolina's, guys. I'm going to go with Michigan on this game.
Same here. Michigan, they have probably the better secondary in all of college football. Yeah. South Carolina, the way they got beat. I mean, the way they got beat by, I think it was like the last game of the season. I forgot who it was, but they just looked terrible.
It's Ohio State, yeah.
Yeah. Was it Ohio State?
Yeah. Last game of the season, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I say Michigan.
Agreed.
See, I don't know. Michigan's just not been very good to me this year.
He's not fond of Michigan. He's an Ohio State guy.
I'm honestly, I'm going to have to go with South Carolina on this one. Like, not only because I'm an Ohio State fan, but it's just like the quarterback situation. They're not very great with the run game. Michigan's defense isn't all the way there. They don't know who they are. It's just not a very good situation in Michigan right now. So I'm just going to go with South Carolina.
They did get, I did read, they got Shea Patterson.
Yeah, I know.
Coming from Ole Miss for next year. Is it next year?
Next year.
Next year.
Okay.
So he'll get past the 90 days.
This game might be the quickest pick of them all. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, guys. Kerryon Johnson's back. Auburn.
I'd go bad for Scott Frost if I was him. I want to coach in this bowl game.
I mean, if I was Scott Frost, I would have said, I'll be fine not coaching this bowl game because I want to end up undefeated.
Not so fast,
what lead?
They don't have defense.
What?
Kerryon Johnson's about to have a field day.
Come on now.
They won't need defense.
You don't need defense?
Can you give me the number Hilton threw, how many interceptions Hilton threw against Memphis? 4. I'm holding up 4 fingers because he threw 4 interceptions against a Memphis defense who's not very good. Now you're playing an Auburn defense who is outstanding.
Guarantee you, if Auburn was in the American Conference, they would be undefeated also.
UCF. Okay, guys. UCF, 7th ranked offense in the nation.
Auburn.
Number 1 in points per game.
Okay, let me just counter that. Auburn beat Alabama, Georgia. Alabama and Georgia, who are in the playoffs
Auburn,
right now.
Number 1 defense in the SEC.
Okay. I will choose Auburn,
No,
but it's going to be closer than
no,
everybody.
I will be surprised. I will be surprised if UCF scores 24 points.
Really?
Yes. I will be surprised if they score 24 points.
Man.
Hilton throws 3 interceptions.
Kerryon Johnson has 2 touchdowns.
The only reason why
Maybe
I will
5.
pick Auburn, but I like UCF's offense, but the only reason why I would pick Auburn was because of that resume. But I say it's probably going to be closer to what everybody thinks. So I say Auburn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe. It's not going to be a close game. I'm sorry.
I gotta believe in Scott Frost, but
you got to because you're a Husker fan, but
it's not gonna happen.
No. The Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl, though, LSU Notre Dame. This could be a good one because both teams kind of have a disappointing season.
I like Notre Dame. I know.
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't.
Wow.
I like Darius Guice and LSU.
Yeah, I was about to say Notre Dame seems to fold when the pressure gets going. So
yeah.
They proved that against Miami.
I seem to be trending to these SEC teams.
It seems like
you love the SEC, don't you?
Well, if you ask me, outside of the SEC, they're like, man, these teams suck in the SEC. Put these teams against other teams, they just roll them.
That's just the thing is I'm looking at all those SEC teams. LSU plays at Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. They've been weaker on offense. Mm-hmm. Auburn's playing a UCF who's in a weaker conference. Texas A&M's playing a Wake Forest. Yeah. They still got to prove themselves to me.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'd pick Kentucky.
Yeah.
That could be a bad pick. But then, obviously, Texas, Missouri. I mean, that's one time I did choose against because,
You're right. I mean, Notre Dame has been kind of going down, You know, like during the stretch of the season. So
ever since that loss.
Darius Geis is amazing. It's hard to go against him. I got
LSU.
I got to.
And now.
Okay, here we
Can
go.
we get a drum roll? Because this is the playoffs. Oklahoma, Georgia is the first game to be played at 5 o'clock. The Rose Bowl game. Number 2, Oklahoma with Baker Mayfield. It's number 3, Georgia with Jake Fromm, Nick Chubb, and Sonny Michel.
Oh man, oh boy, I
am very confident who I am picking.
really.
I already know who you're picking because I want to pick him, but I just really hate him. You can just go ahead and say it, man. I already know who you're gonna say.
Me? Go with them dogs. I'm going with them dogs. Because that Georgia defense proved to me against Auburn on a neutral site. Georgia is for real. You have 3 running backs. Nick Chubb, Sonny Michel, and you know his name. So you have 3 running backs in Georgia. And then Jake Fromm, he's been impressive when it comes to a neutral site. He did struggle against Auburn, but he's not going to struggle against this struggling Oklahoma defense.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is finally going to play a good defense, a good rough defense.
Yeah.
And I got Georgia.
Okay. Who you got?
Man, this is tough. Like
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Baker Mayfield just finds a way to win, but it's like he said, Georgia's just
those dogs are coming.
They're really good. Honestly,
Who let the dogs out? Man, they were really impressive against Auburn.
You know what? I'm going to go with Georgia too. Are we doing score predictions on this one?
Not news. We only do score prediction on
okay.
championship.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Georgia.
I'm going. You made great points. I just think that that pass rush is going to be too much, and Sonny Michel and Nick Chubb just too much. Yeah, just too much. Georgia. It's gonna be close though. But
How about them dogs?
It's probably going to be. It's honestly probably just going to be just like the SEC championship. Starts off really slow.
Besides this next game.
Yeah, this game's going
You
to be
already know
crazy.
who I'm choosing.
The 3-peat.
The 3-peat, exactly like he said. Game number 3, Clemson, Bama in the All-State Sugar Bowl. We all know what happened to Bama last time they went to the Sugar Bowl. They got smacked by Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got to play Clemson in the Sugar Bowl. 1 versus 4.
Wow. I got Clemson. That defense, and that's enough said.
Alabama is favored to win this playoff, but I like Clemson, Kelly Bryant. Alabama, they're getting 1 linebacker back. I don't think that's going to help much. Clemson, they have too many wide receiver threats, and that defense.
Yeah, they're leading the league in sacks. I think they have like 44.
It is ferocious. When you watch that TV, look for number 42. He's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
With Jalen. He's going to make Jalen Hurts run all day.
And Winfro. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
that guy is.
the wide receiver.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Odd man out.
Because Alabama is struggling on defense. They're struggling on defense.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't have they're injured.
Jalen Hurts is not that dude.
He's not very good. So, I mean, Clemson. This is going to be close, though. I'm going to just say this. It's going to be close because Alabama don't lay down.
Yeah.
This is what I got to say. Clemson is, they're good. They're good with Kelly Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Injure Kelly Bryant or get to Kelly Bryant, they're not good. I feel like Alabama's defense is good enough to get to Kelly Bryant multiple times in this game, actually. I'd say Kelly Bryant goes down at least 5 times.
Ooh.
I think I'm picking Alabama, if you didn't already.
Okay.
But you get to throw a ton of my boys. I just don't think Clemson is the real deal. They're in the ACC. They're in the ACC. ACC is not this. Not last year. I'll give them that. This year, I don't think so. Kelly Bryant's not the man for Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I don't know. He's just. I just can't be on the bandwagon for. I just can't be on the bandwagon for Clemson.
My man. Wait a minute. Have you seen that defense?
Doesn't matter.
It always matters. Defense wins championships. It matters. You can't say it does not matter because it does matter. Because Alabama
Okay. So explain to me, how come when Kelly Bryant went out against Syracuse, they lost? their defense was still the same. Nobody was out.
Because if your offense consistently goes 3 and outs, you get tired.
Yes, and that's what's going to happen. Kelly Bryant's going to get 3 and out constantly.
No.
Keeps the defense on. Damian Harris is about to.
We just saw what the Steelers with last night without Ryan Shazier, without a linebacker.
Yeah.
Alabama without their linebackers, you can run all day on them.
Well, Michael Fitzpatrick's just as good, so.
Yeah, he is good. I have to give it to. I'm gonna just tell you this. This is gonna be a hard fought, grinded out game.
This game's not going to be like last year, honestly. I think it's going to be probably about 24-21, honestly. It's going to be very low scoring defensive game.
You know what? If I'm Clemson, I still would hate to play Alabama. You just play. You're playing Alabama. You just would just hate to play them.
We got 5 minutes left, guys, so let's get rolling on this championship and give our scores, and we got to total our points up at the end. So we all have our own choices. I got Clemson, Georgia. You got Georgia, Alabama. You got Clemson, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
What's your picks and your scores?
Okay, I say.
Start out with you.
Whoo! I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be hard. Okay, total points in the championship?
Yeah, but give your score too.
Okay, my score.
And then you add it up.
Okay, I say Georgia 24, Clemson 17.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
You
going
read
Georgia.
my mind.
Wow.
This-
Dude, you know what's
this is-
I'm gonna say it too. I actually what's crazy. I have Georgia winning too,
Yeah.
24-17.
This
But
is
What?
crazy.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. This is not how the show's supposed
Oh
to
my
go.
God.
This is not how the, we never met. We never talked about this, guys. This is not how it's supposed to be. Because
Which
I
is
like
good.
Georgia as well. Because when I look at the running backs,
Yes.
I look at the quarterback. Jake Fromm just took care of the Auburn pass rush.
Yeah.
I think he can handle the Clemson pass rush as well. It's a little better, but I think he can handle the
Yeah.
pressure. Georgia's wide receivers, to me, can be just as good as Clemson's. And
Yeah.
that Georgia defense, they can step up when it's pressure time. I got Georgia in this one. I'm going to have to say 27 Georgia
Yeah.
to 17 Clemson, a
Okay.
10-point game,
Okay.
Georgia.
Okay, a 10-point game?
Yep.
All right. No,
all right,
man.
well that kind of sucks. Got to change my score a little bit, but
No, Georgia just looks impressive on that. I mean, when you can run the football like that, and when you can play
Yeah.
defense.
See, I'm gonna have a really boring,
44 ladies, that's me.
a really boring score now. Mine's gonna be about 17-14.
I can see that.
Georgia.
Though. I can see that because
Georgia over Alabama, 17-14.
Don't mean for a pun here, but it's going to be a dog fight.
Oh man!
I see what you did there.
No, but all right, let's go ahead and give our signatures here real quick.
Okay.
No, that's ours here. All right, that is ours. The bet, guys, since we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, the bet, the loser here on set. And Leon will get included in this. He'll make it offset since he could not make it today. But the loser of these picks has to buy the crew, if you want to call it. They have to buy the crew a large pizza.
Okay.
Don't
And it
worry,
has
guys. They're not that
vote.
expensive.
Yes, large pizza is $8.
Big bet.
Shake on it, and the deal is done.
Deal is done.
Shake on it, deal is done. Go ahead.
All right.
Deal is
Deal is done.
Loser,
I saw it.
loser of this buys a large pizza, and at the end, on I'd say Friday. So Friday, January 14th or 13th, I believe, you will see a pizza on this set because that loser will be buying the pizza that Friday night.
That's gonna
You got
be
the
good.
bet.
That's
You
gonna
got
be
the
good.
bet.
All right.
All right.
All right, so that's gonna do it, guys. That's gonna do it for this episode of the Undefeated Sports Talk Show. Sorry we took so long, but we gotta talk about these bowl games. It's here. We cannot wait for it to begin. But make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a shout out if you can. Go to our Facebook page for updates. It's Undefeated Sports Talk Show. It's been nice, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes for NFL takeaways. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Man, that was a show.